Yeah, I've been the high performance manager at the West Coast Eagles probably over the last 5 or 6 years. Before that, I was the sports science manager at the club, having started full time in '97, and prior to that, part time as the strength coach since 1992. So I'm sort of been in my 23rd year at West Coast, which has been a good haul. Prior to that, I was a track and field athlete myself, sprinter long jumper, so I was very lucky enough to have represented Australia in the long jump, and retired and went basically straight into track and field coaching, and was lucky enough to have a good pool of athletes. So I sort of competed, coached, and then gave up track and field because football beckoned, and went into the footy. I've got a master's degree in physical education, and to this day I'm still on the alumni committee at the Sports Science, Exercise and Health Department at UWA, and I'm quite driven to help young students become coaches. So I have a real passion for coach development, and that's sort of what brought me to Geraldton. Well, very kindly. The Midwest Coaches Network have invited me up here, and I've presented on two maybe key topics. The first is getting the balance of workloads right with junior athletes, ensuring that we give them every opportunity to blossom and grow into senior athletes and allow them to, really show their skills and manage them properly so we don't break them down or burn them out. That's been really the key of one of the presentations. And the other one is about trying to get coaches to focus on what are the key aspects, I guess, to a really high learning environment. What are the things that best help athletes, sportsmen, sportswomen learn and embed skills? So they've been the two key topics of the presentations, and then prior to that, I was able to take a group of athletes for a speed session for some sprint development, and really the focus of that was to demonstrate to coaches how to coach speed. It's not a one-off session, won't necessarily help the young athletes, but it's more about the process you go through to develop speed. So hopefully it's been a worthwhile exercise, and that all the coaches involved have got something they can take out of it. Yeah, well, I think you've got to have the underlying premise first that you can never stop learning. I think once you think you know it all, in fact, that's probably the end of your coaching career, because coaching and the technical aspect of coaching, the knowledge that you've got to impart, is always evolving. And then there's always things to learn how to impart that knowledge better. So the things that I've recommended to coaches is that they continue to read a lot, that they continue to find presentations and seminars and conferences like the one I've presented, so that they can tap the minds of people that have been lucky enough to be involved in coaching on a full-time basis. They need to seek the help of others to give them feedback and ensure that they're still developing as coaches. And then really there's nothing beats, as part of continuous learning, the ongoing process of coaching. You've got to continue to find teams and athletes and continue to work, and then reflect on how you've gone. So it's a very important thing that you've raised about continuous learning, and there's no reason whether you're in the city or the country, whether you're in a large country, a small country, that there's avenues now with web-based products and things that you can always continue learning, and I think it's paramount on the people you coach that you continue to get better.